No.
Well, what you doing? What you doing?
Like it's my birthday weekend, so you already know. Like I'm here just relaxing, chilling out. I'm about to go to the spa and all that.
Week? Oh
Can
no.
I be with you?
You come on.
Like,
I
Why does
got
my
like,
screen look
I
like
got
that?
like I got a couple more guests that I can invite over. So
Y'all see
oh
this?
my god. Yeah, what is
what's
that? Why
going
you
on,
look so
Joseph?
I'm trying to
green?
figure it out right now.
What's why
You're
you
like Trump
looking?
I
has
look like I'm
been
in the
taken.
Matrix. Now you can't do this. Hold up.
I
So it's
see
so
you.
good to see all of y'all. Like it's so good feeling, the faces and
This is
stuff
like the
like
first
that.
time I've seen like a full black cast on the mesh in a while.
That's a fact though, high key. Like since season one, season two, yeah, that's actually true.
Facts.
We've been
Mm-hmm.
getting real diverse on here, huh?
Actually, he's lying because the further episodes of season two definitely was all black. But I mean, hey,
I okay.
it is what it is.
Okay. Shoot.
You already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian prince slash king. And I'm gonna try to keep my voice down because I am in a hotel room right now with a bunch of other people. I really don't. But you know me. I'm gonna be as loud as can be. And to the left of me, I have Mr. Joseph.
Hey, it's me, Joseph. If you know me, you know me. I was that guy who got fired. I'm back now. Juwan, I'm still waiting for the checks. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Just let me know when that's gonna happen, bro. Please. Thank you.
I got you.
All right, all right.
Then underneath him, we have Miss Adeline Lease.
Hey guys, so you already know today we about to hit you with some juicy topics and some like come on, you already know what we coming with, all right?
Yes, sir.
That's it. We about to get into it this episode. And then right next to her, we have Miss Ty P. Knowing 3. Love the braids, by the way.
Hi. Oh, thank you.
You didn't say
Hi,
anything about my
y'all.
braids, Juwan.
I
But it's
said
okay. Don't say anything. Don't say
Yeah,
anything
your
right now. I
braids
don't want to hear it. I want to hear
too.
it.
first one to say it.
Hi. Hey, guys. I'm sorry that I left, but I'm back. I'm not going to lie. I did get caught up a little bit, but we back. We ready.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's get right into it.
And
Mm-hmm.
before we get into it, I gotta let you guys know Mr. Alleged Uzair will not be joining us for today. He'll be on next week's episode. He's going through his going throughs, what I'm saying? So of
Mhm.
course everybody's, just it's all good in the hood.
Here with us in spirit,
That's it. He's with us.
Right.
He's about to talk right now.
Exactly. Allegedly.
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 Here we go. Look, he already said it. Here we go.
No.
You guys are a mess.
But
Mm-mm-mm.
we're about to get into our first topic. This is a topic that me and Joseph were definitely talking about. We definitely did kind of get into it a little bit, but we try not to discuss. It's the emasculation of Black men in the entertainment industry. So what that means is Black men wearing dresses, acting like women in certain roles, and just kind of like our thoughts about how we feel about Black men in the entertainment industry. Do we feel like they're being emasculated? And if so, why do we feel this way? So we're going to start off with Miss Tabby knowing 3.
Ooh, lucky number one. Okay, I feel like this is kind of like a difficult question to answer because I don't think it's just Black men. I have seen other men wear, dresses and stuff like that. But particularly, do I believe at some point in a Black man's career is he going to come across a role like this? I've seen a lot of our strong Black leads done it, like Martin in Big Mama House 1 and 2. Then we had even Will Smith, like, what I'm saying? Only person I have not seen wear any like, female clothing, but I can't even say that. I got to keep it gender neutral now because everybody's so sensitive, right? Is Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Right.
Dave Chappelle. I have not seen him, wear like dresses or anything at the height of his career.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was presented with ideas of that sort, but then he walked away from it, and I guess that's for his personal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But for Black men in general, I can't just put that on Black men only and say that it's emasculating them, because I've seen other men of different races or ethnicities wear outfits. So
all right, Mr. Rusty Knight.
Yeah, me and Juwan were talking about this for a while. You almost got into a whole argument about it, but he's like, save it for the show, save it for the show. Personally, I am an aspiring actor. I look to Black actors in the business now as models for me and myself. So when like it started off when I was younger, when I started looking into these things, I'm like, I like Big Mama's House. I like Medea when I was a kid. I love that shit. That shit was hilarious, bro. And as I started growing up, I started seeing a connection with certain things. Like, for example, what I opened my eyes was when I brought up Dave Chappelle, and I brought up Dave Chappelle to Juwan before. Dave Chappelle was on the Oprah Winfrey show one time. He was talking about how for some show he was on a movie. He was in the role. It was supposed to be a big role. He was like, all right, they had the scene out, planned out the whole whatnot, and then when they were getting into it, some guy walked up to him out of nowhere, like, hey, Dave, we just came up with this new idea for a new scene. We're gonna put you in a dress. How do you feel about that? And Dave was like, oh, put me in a dress. I don't want to do that. So I feel like personally, as as actors are coming up, because Hollywood is a whole industry that's hard to break into. I feel like Black actors, not only Black actors, most male actors get brought a role to them, right? That they get told, yo, this is gonna put you on the map. You're gonna get Oscars. You're gonna get roles after this, and it kind of like compromises their morals. Now, if you're a man and you like to wear a dress, you like to cross dress, that's on you. I support you. That's what you want to do. When you get a role approached to you that kind of crosses your boundaries, I think personally that's on you if you decide that you want to cross that, or because you're setting an example for people. People see this and people see, oh, he did this that's what he did to get to that point. So that's what I had to do to get to that point. I don't necessarily feel like that's true. I feel like, if you work hard enough, you're talented enough, you hustle enough, you can make it whatever. But it's just this industry is so it has these like this underground thing going on that I can't really get into right now. I don't want to because it's a whole.
If you a theorist,
huh?
If you a conspiracist or a conspiracy
theorist,
not
even that, bro. We all know Hollywood. We all know Hollywood got some stuff going on in the background. Once the what's that Jewish guy's name, Harvey Weinstein, come up, we should have known that there was more stuff going on behind the scenes. I truly believe that they want men to, what's the word I'm trying, compromise their morals and their boundaries so they can promote more of that. People can, this more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not deplorable attitude, decadence. Is that the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Huh? Oh, what's the word? That's my point. I feel like it's growing, and it's something we need to be aware of out in there.
No, okay.
Don't press Adeline. No, I'm gonna keep talking.
Miss Adeline Lease.
Okay, so I want you to repeat the question one more time so I could just really understand before I answer.
The emasculation of Black men in the entertainment industry, so such as wearing dresses or having to play a female role. Do we think that Black men in the entertainment industry are being emasculated?
No, I do not think that they're being emasculated, because when you're going for a role, remember, you're acting. Everything is, you're bringing anything that a director writes or whatever, they're bringing it to life. So the role that you pick, like, it doesn't matter if your agency tells you, oh, hey, if you, like what Joseph said, if you want to become a big actor, this is the role that's going to put you in the map. But it's your decision if you want to do it or not. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to, portraying, cross-dressing as a man, dressing as a woman, whatever the case may be, it's all imagination. It's all like, remember, it's not real. It's not real. Mm-hmm. So it's like, when I don't take it like that, so it's like, oh, you're always dressing as a woman. Look at Tyler Perry. Like, he's always dressed as Medea. Tyler Perry was always
about Tyler Perry though.
I
got beef with him, but I don't want to.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, the thing is, it's like, but he still brought that character out because that was based on his aunt.
Right.
So it's like, it doesn't, portray as you're less of a man if you dress like a woman, you're acting, that's all the role you play. No, it's just how you bring that character to life. Mm. Because to be honest with you, I'm not going to sit there and lie to you. I did thought Tyler Perry was gay. I didn't know he had a fiance. He had a son and all that stuff. But it's just like, you dig deep into not just the character, but the person who's playing that character. Mm-hmm. And I don't like. I hate when people say it's like a double standard. Like, oh, nah, black men is always the black man that gotta play the woman. But they're playing black women. Who's gonna play black women more than us? Because we bring it to life. So when it comes to going back and forth with the hassle, it's fine. Do what you have to do. You have to remember you're choosing that role. Like Dave Chappelle said, he denied the role because he didn't want to play a dress, but it's
Right.
you, it's your decision. So I'm cool with
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. I definitely do agree with you 100%, Adeline. You actually did take all of the words out of my mouth. Like, I don't know what else I can say to make this much more better. But no, honestly, like, I don't feel like I don't think that there's a such thing as emasculation when it comes down to the entertainment industry when pertaining to black men, because if you look at the wide spectrum of each and every other community of individuals and peoples, you'll see that a lot of men play women. I mean, Robert Williams did it. You got a whole bunch. There's a whole list. I can't name everybody. I won't name everybody, but there's a whole spectrum of it. And it's like, why is it that they're not being, thought of or second guessed as, oh yeah, well, how come they're being emasculated, as men playing women? But whenever it comes down to black people, it's always, oh, they're always trying to bring us and they're always trying to demasculinize us
I,
and
I think I think people connected to back in the slave times when the men would get like they would do whatever the white slave owners would do whatever they do to the men so they wouldn't be seen as strong and stuff like that. And I think people see it as it's being carried on from then to now. Continue on.
But this is a new age. What I'm trying to say is that this is a new age. So how you may have felt, because you didn't live that. So how you may have
I know
felt.
I knew that.
You're 20, what, 24? You're 24 years old? 20,
Am I?
20? I don't know how old you are, but
Nah,
you're in
but
your
no,
20s.
I hear
But
what
you
you're
know what I'm
saying.
saying? Like, individuals who kind of like think that way, I just feel like in that time period, only those individuals can speak about how they feel in that time period because they lived it. You know what I'm saying? We can only talk about the experience of it, but we can never say it from our point of view of like, oh, well, they've been carrying it on for times have changed dramatically. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold on to that same type of mindset. You get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, you may think, oh yeah, well, in slave times they've always done this, but then you see like other communities is doing the same damn thing. So I don't. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? If they can do it, why can't we do it? And I'm not saying like we have to. This is something that we have to do. I'm just saying like why is it, I'm noticing that each community of individuals is literally doing the same thing that we probably would do. You know what I'm saying? They played the same type of roles. They'll wear a dress. I mean, literally, I was watching Happy. Happy, I was watching it, and the main character of Happy literally was playing, I guess his mother,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah.
see what I'm saying? So like he was wearing a dress, he had the boobs all the way down to his knees, the lips. How
Nice
come
was
he's not
hilarious.
being seen as being emasculated, or less masculine because he had a dress on? But if that was a black man, I definitely do think that people would question.
So Juwan, now let me ask you this: you breaking out, right? You get into the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone comes to you, giving you one of these roles. Not saying you accept it, you don't. That's up to you. But like, what if they say if you don't accept it, you can't like you're not gonna rise above that level?
But who says that?
They
Like,
say
I
that.
mean, there's so many different platforms that's out here. Like, okay, you don't want to, I may not be hired through you, but I'll be hired through somebody else
But you
just
don't
to be
understand.
that.
These people
Wait,
have
wait, wait. Can
connections.
I
They
say
can.
something? Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something? No, let me say
Mm-hmm.
something. You have to understand. You as a person, you are like this is a general statement for whoever's watching this want to be an actor or actress. You are playing a role, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that role does not identify who you are as a person, okay? It is an imaginary role that is not real. Yes, people portray it and they love it, whatever the case may be, but that we have to remember that is not you. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You're Jawan Wyatt. The role that you're playing is, Madame, whatever the name is. You know what I'm saying? That is not you. It's
Right.
just something that you're playing. So when people take this masculinity so seriously, it is imaginary. This is not something that's gonna follow you. Like you're gonna wake up and put a wig on every single day. No, like people don't understand that. So when people say, "Oh, if for people that let me say something for actors, I'm not an actress, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but when it's coming down to taking roles, you don't know if every role is gonna be the breaking point of your career.
Mm-hmm.
But when you try, you put yourself out there, people know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So when you thinking outside the box, like, hey, if I play this role, yeah, maybe this will put me on the map or whatever. Do it because that's what you want to do. So if you got to put on a wig and a dress and a skirt or whatever case and some high heels, Do it. That's your life.
I,
Do it.
I personally disagree, but I hear you. Like I told you one, like if someone approached me with like one of those roles, and like I really did like the character, I would do it. I have no qualms doing that if I feel like that character is one of those characters I want to bring to life. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Ty B, know it, and then we're gonna come back to you, Joseph, because you said you said you disagreed, and I want to know what you disagreed with. Go ahead.
Wait,
Oh
what's
no,
that?
no, I agree with what Adeline was saying as far as the role not identifying who you are.
Mhm.
But then again, I want to play devil's advocate. But then again, she did make a good point as far as stepping outside of the box and putting yourself on the map.
Mhm.
Sometimes you got to do the complete opposite of what you won't normally do in
Mhm.
order for you to really get the recognition that you're
Mhm.
looking for. And then from there, then you can establish yourself.
Mhm.
So I do agree. Yeah.
I mean, because you got to take it even let's even take acting out of the equation. Let's go into like music, or let's go into like even a regular 9 to 5
Yeah.
job. Like you're gonna do things that you clearly don't want to do, or that is something that obviously that doesn't define you. You know that you're not a minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like you just know that you're not a minimum wage worker. You know that that's not gonna be you for the rest of your life. So
Right.
it's just something that you're just doing right now. You get what I'm trying to say? Like you're just doing it
Mhm.
right now for the money. You're doing it for the check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't define who you are as
Well,
a
I
person.
see. What I disagree with is like you have to,
Nobody say
do
you have to.
certain
You have a
things
choice.
to what?
Nobody say you
You have
have
a
to. You have a
choice.
choice.
Yes, no, yes, but like you said, like you might have to like do something out of your comfort
I was
zone
talking
to
about like
like
for 9 to 5 workers. I'm not talking
not
about
no.
like
I'm
mhm,
disregard 9 to 5. I'm talking about like acting wise.
mhm,
Like you said you might have to step out of your comfort zone, and that is true. You do have to step out of your comfort zone acting wise for a lot of things because there's a
mhm,
whole bunch of things you're not gonna be comfortable with. You have to do it as an actor. But I'm saying that there's certain things that people might bring to your thing, bring to your attention, and say do this, and that's how you're gonna get here. And I'm saying you don't need to do that to get there. You can find another way to do that. I'm saying when people bring you this and saying if you want this, do this, and you don't want to do this, but you still do this, that's the problem I have with.
Like an
You know what I'm saying?
ultimatum.
Right. That's
Hmm?
most
like so like the option is kind of like oh well, if you don't do this then you might not be here, but
That's
then
what
this
I'm
is what I'm
trying
this
to
but
tell.
this
Yeah.
but this is my
Yep. That's
question.
I'm trying. Yeah. Yeah.
This is my statement to you though, is that that's why, just like, all right, I may not work with Blue Yeti, the company. I may not be able to do that because they put an ultimatum down for me to be either this or that, and they was like, if you do this you'll be there. I can choose to not work with this company no more. I can choose to not work with this agency anymore. There's plenty of other agencies that are out there. You get what I'm trying to say? Dave Chappelle is literally one of the people who just turned down that role, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's
That
gonna
that
go
just
on
that was
about
a,
his
that was a
merry
while
way.
ago. Yeah.
I know it
Yeah.
was a while ago. I meant like turned it down as
Yeah.
in,
Yeah. No, I know. I'm
and
sorry.
he
Yeah.
went about his merry way and found something else. I
Yeah.
mean,
But
like,
but mind you, he had disappeared for a while before
and
he
he
came
came right
back,
back,
but he was broke for a while. They told you that.
but he's back.
But that's
He's
the
back. Yeah,
thing,
he's
though.
back.
Let me
He's
tell you
back. Yeah, I'm
something.
just
No, no, no,
saying.
no, no, no. I'm gonna say something, Joseph. Let me say something. What's
We're gonna do
not for
5 more minutes
you,
for this topic.
okay. What's not for you is not for you. If you feel deep down in your heart that if something's not for you, it's not for you.
I agree.
Yes, he was broke for a while. He was broke for a while. But then again, look, he came back
He came
right
back.
back
He came
running
back.
with a
He came back
Netflix
big.
with a
Don't.
Netflix comedy special, made millions within a week.
Mhm.
And
Right.
it's like certain times, yes, you're gonna have to go through trials and tribulations with decisions that you don't feel comfortable with. And people are like, oh, if you don't want to do this, they're gonna like you said, give you an ultimatum. But if you feel deep down in your heart, this is why they always say when you're an actor, an actress, a music, whatever industry, read your contracts. Because once you say yes, you can't go back and say no.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So once you make that final decision, there's no in and out of it. You wrote and you signed that contract. Now
Mhm.
they have ownership of that role you played.
Mhm. And that's it. That's literally it. That's it. All right. So, for time's sake, it's like, this is a really good, this is a good topic. Shit. I need more topics like this.
Shut
Um,
Let's
up.
we gonna move right along to our next topic, which is something that I kind of came up with when I was scrolling on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And there was this man named Tyler Leple. Leple? Tyler Leple. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Tyler. I'm not good with names. But he worked with Tyler Perry, and he was on the lip service with Angela. You know what I'm talking about. So he got stamped by being gay from the general public. And he was kind of like, when he first was acting, he was trying to figure out like, well, he saw the rumor here and there, but he was trying to figure out like, what the heck. But this topic is more so like, why is it that black men in the entertainment industry is always considered to be gay? And I'm just give me one sec. I'm just so frustrated. I'm becoming so frustrated with it to the point where it's like it's starting to become annoying and it's starting to become a little scary. But go ahead, Adeline.
Right. So I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you though, right? It depends on like how good you play your role. Because some people play a great role and then like I don't know about Tom, I'm not talking about him. But when people play a good role, you start to speculate, wait, he's doing it way too well. So
I'm
for example,
dead.
right? Like for example, right? I'm watching this Netflix series called Bridgerton, right? Bridgerton.
Oh yeah.
And yo, lit, right?
I didn't see it yet.
So the
Don't
main
spoil it.
character, nah, I ain't gonna spoil it. So the main character, which is the man, is a black man who's playing. He doesn't. It's a straight like his relationship with a woman, no straight.
Mhm.
But it's like a certain key points where it's like me. I'm a stalker when I watch a new series. Like I have to know who the character is. I need to know who he is. What's the Instagram? Do he have kids? Is he married? I want to know
Damn.
everything. So I go on YouTube. I'm looking at interviews that they make and stuff like that, and I'm like listening to him talk. It's not, and I'm like, he sounds fine, but it's like it puts you in mind like, is he gay? Like, is he gay? Like just to ask, you know what I'm saying? Is he gay? Because it's not the way he was talking, but it was just the way he was portraying himself. So I didn't know like what direction that I had it, and the thing is I still didn't get my answer if he was gay or not. I don't know. It doesn't say. So when I watch things or when I went with black men, sometimes you have to ask yourself, are they gay or not? Because some of them are scared when they entering the industry to say, hey, my sexuality. Because some directors take their sexuality and run with it. Like, oh, you're gay? Hey, let's do this, let's do that. But some people are not comfortable putting their sexuality out there. For example, Nas X, he didn't tell anybody he was gay until like after like his couple of songs came
Blew up,
out,
yeah.
whatever. Right. Because he said he was scared because he was like, people in the industry now that LGBTQ community is now comfortable to come out with, they're gonna run with it, and they're gonna essentially sign a contract
30 more
that you
seconds.
signed. Like, okay, hey, you're gay. You know what? Let's do this to you. Let's do that for you. But are you comfortable with that though? Like, are you? Ask yourself, are you? And with me, when I with man, I don't care if you gay or not. If you play your role great, and you fine.
I'm dead.
Hello, you got my vote.
I'm done with you. Miss Tabby knowing.
Okay, so say the question one more time.
So why are black men in the entertainment industry always considered gay?
Are they always considered gay? Um, why are men in the black in the what? Why are black men in the industry always considered
Entertainment, yeah.
gay?
Entertainment industry always considered gay.
I don't. Now I wouldn't say all. You can't say all, but I feel like
Most majority, but it's just when I say this question, it's more so like whenever there's a black man, and this is gonna tie into the next one, but whenever there's a black man who, is in the entertainment industry, and he may not be specifically, I guess, like what society would deem a straight black man to be, they just stamp that label of gay on him. You know what I'm saying? And it comes a time where it just starts to look a little bit weird, and it starts to look a little bit creepy, because when you do look at other industries of other men, other communities
Man in
of
the
other
entertainment
men,
industry.
you know, you know what I'm saying? They don't get that type of label that we get. You know what I'm saying? If we do something that is not the typical of what a black man is supposed to do. You get what I'm trying to say?
right. I mean, but I guess I still wouldn't say all. I guess it depends on role because you have your Morris Chestnuts and you have your Mackay Pfeiffers and stuff like that. And I never thought those men was gay.
She
You know
said,
what I mean? I mean, they might have been. They were well kept. Well dressed. Manicure, get their pedicure. I like if a man taking pride in himself.
That's just being a
That,
metrosexual. That's not gay.
exactly. I don't. That's metrosexual. I don't think that's gay
I'm sorry.
or
no.
anything like
I
that.
love this. I love
But
this.
um I just don't, I don't attach that idea to it. I've never attached the idea to it. Maybe if, like Adam, I said, if he was playing a certain particular role, which was completely opposite from your sexual preference, and then you played that role so well where you like it's to the T, even in new bedroom scenes or whatever, then I would question. But as far as me off the bat, just assuming that like a guy, because you're in the entertainment industry, is gay, I
I had
can't.
to
I'm
interrupt real
only
quick.
seeing from what he's doing, like, you know, if he's for me to, and that would be ignorant of me to put two and two together and make six or something.
Okay,
You
but
know what I mean?
you say like someone like a man's playing like a gay role and he's straight, right? And he's
He's
doing it really,
straight
really
and he's
well.
playing that role like he even
But like
Brokeback
how
Mountain. I'm gonna
like
think
when
the
you
dude from Brokeback Mountain is
how
gay.
like how is he supposed to play the role? He can't play it like half and half, like, oh yeah, I'm straight, but you
But
know,
I feel like,
I'm
okay, unless I feel like with actors, usually you try to find some type of connection in that role in the person that you're playing. You know what I'm saying?
But-
Just like you have the choice to choose whether you want to put on a dress or not. If you're going to choose a role, you probably have some type of connection with the person that you're
But wait,
playing.
hold on, Joseph.
So for me,
But my thing is this is like as an actor, because they usually tell you like as an actor, when you take a role, you have to commit 100% to that role. So when you take that role, there is no half-assing it. So it's either you're
exactly,
going to
but
do,
you are constantly making that choice to find that connection, because
But-
don't you guys have to do your due diligence in order for you to get that role and play that role that
But-
well?
but
You
not-
have to immerse
but-
yourself into that and can find that connection.
but
but wait, hold on. Like, for example, right? Let's say we're all casting directors, right? And we see somebody who may fit this specific character that we have, and that character is gay, and they just may match, like, oh yeah, well, we see Matt to be you, we give you this character. You know, it's not to say like, hey, you're gay or whatever the case may be, but it's just more so to say like, yeah, you know what, play this role, because there are a lot of straight dudes who do play gay roles.
Okay.
And it may not be the specific, it may not be the specific XXX, because you're always asked, well, what are you comfortable with specifically when
Right.
you're on set?
Exactly.
And that's what. Wait, that's the
the
thing. I don't know if you guys ever watch Moonlight, right?
I heard that movie was so good. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I be dibbling dabbling, like I never get a chance to finish. But anyway,
it's on Netflix.
so I know, right, I know.
Yeah.
But I forgot his name. The man who plays the main character, Trevor. His real name is Trevor.
Mhm.
He is the character has been going through a lot of things in his life, but he always had a connection with his male best friend, but at an intimacy level, even when he was young. But he was always portrayed as a street dude, tough guy, this and that, the third. So when it came to finally find love, it was always through his male friend in an intimacy level. But remember, Trevor is not gay. Like, he is a straight dude in real life. So, like, what everybody was saying is that you have to find a connection with what you're playing in the role, because what you just said, Jawan, you have to be committed to that role.
Mhm.
And you can't be committed to a role that you know you can't, like, if it's like somebody, it's like basically it's like a white girl going to play a black girl for a role. Like, that it doesn't match. It doesn't match. The director has to see the picture of who it really connects to.
See,
Driving.
but this is where I disagree, because there are a lot of roles where people may not even have the connection to it. So, for example, right? If let's say if the character, right, is orphan, and the casting director was like, hey, you are perfect for it. We're gonna say, Joseph, you're perfect for this role, but you had two parents in your life. You never was an orphan a day in
I'm
your
still
life.
perfect for the role.
Some people have to sit over it, but look, Kevin Hart even sat there and said that some people you just have to, you may not have experienced it, but you have to sit over and put yourself around it. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not a personal connection, like, oh, well, I've been an orphan or I've been a crack addict before. Like, I've never done crack before, but hey, if I get casted as a crack addict, I'm going to be around crackheads.
That's exactly what you do. You do your research, though. You have to, in order for you to be in character, like you said, I'm not an orphanage. I have two beautiful parents, but you have to do your research to see who in your life is an orphan, or just, do your research. Like, for example, when Michael B. Jordan was doing his the Black Panther role, right, to become a villain, he never was a villain in his life. He never was a villain. So he had to, like, think like a thug. He had to think like a monster. So he had to put himself around people, like, not to say portray himself like, a bad guy in life, but just like that aura so he could bring it to life in the movie.
Right.
That doesn't mean just because when I say that's what I say when I say find a connection, meaning to know and identify the role that you're playing so it will come to life. Like so people like you gotta play a role so good that people have to really like really question like, yo, this nigga really a killer? Like if he does this in the real
Like the
like
dude from Joker.
right. So it's
Right.
like you have to really feel like if you have to question a person's character by what he's playing, it's a good role. Because you don't know who because you can't pull that real life out of him because he plays it so well.
But I don't. But that's what I mean. I don't think that it defines who they are as that as a person. You get what I'm trying to say?
I
It's
want to
just
say
like,
something about you
go
said
ahead.
finding the connections
Go
to
ahead.
things. Like in acting, when they say that, they don't mean like you're playing a gay character, find the connection to the
Right.
gayness. They mean find the connection to the person. What do you two have in common?
The
Do you like to
story.
eat the same food? Do you live in the same area?
Mhm.
The gayness can still be a difference between you two. It's just how you connect to the person himself. The sexuality, that's just a thing that's just a thing. That's not the person, you know.
To
Okay.
jump in, because I'm gonna let you finish, but to jump in, the sexual orientation has no type of behavior behind it. So that can get thrown out the window because you can, like I said, like Adeline said, you can play a thug. That thug can be a gay person. You could literally play somebody who cross-dress, they could be straight. So that gayness doesn't even equivalent because how do you play a gay person? You know what I'm saying? Unless if you want to go against
That's people when they say play a gay person, they think about the stereotypical gay, like
right,
hi
but that's
guys,
not
hi
everybody.
ladies,
That's not
you
everybody who's
know.
gay.
But that
Okay.
doesn't mean
Can I just say
I
something?
know straight dudes who act just like that, bro.
Can I say something? I feel like, in particular, when I say in the gay role, it's not just the gayness, the sexual preference comes along with it. It's part of that person's whole orientation or being. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody straight is going to play or partake in that role, and that role has something to do with a sexual connection, it's either that person has to be super comfortable in their sexuality, or they might be bisexual or whatever. But but I mean, for somebody to fully embody that character as a straight person, and then like, okay, say if you was to kiss another man, you have to be comfortable with that. That's not a part of their
But that's
personality.
acting though. That's literally
But that's not a
acting.
part of
That's
their
literally
personality.
acting.
Yeah,
Literally,
but you have to. I feel like that person has to be really comfortable within
But this,
themselves in order to really take that next level, because
so
that is also coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's not just their personality, but also their sexual preference as well.
but this is the thing.
You have to
What I
acknowledge every aspect of that person.
But this is what but this is what I want to tell you. There are dudes who are 100% super duper comfortable with their sexual orientation. So they are a straight man, right? And I really want to talk about white individuals for a second, because you have white individuals who are very extremely comfortable with their sexual preference, that they will do something that looks a little bit questionable to us. And they're like, dude, like, yeah, I grabbed the ball. And it's like, you did what? You know what I'm saying? But and they're like, no, I just literally I'm married with Melissa and I got 5 kids and da da da. I know I like pussy, but you know, I just grabbed my friend's ball. And they'll do that as pranks and jokes and shit like that. You get what I'm trying to say? So is that you got people who are really, really, really comfortable with their sexuality to the point
Yeah,
that
I
it
don't know
don't
if you
even
guys I don't know if you guys watch
we got
Housewives of Potomac.
wait, what we were
Yo,
gonna
it's
do
this
Yeah, I watch
before?
Housewives.
So we
Yeah.
back. Miss Adeline Lease was definitely leading off with Housewives of
bruh. So with Housewives of Potomac, right? I dibble and dabble into that show, right?
Mhm.
But every time I watch this show, right, it's always this white man
Mhm.
that's always being speculated for being gay. And mind you, he has a wife and a child, right? So it was a situation that happened where they were fighting at a not what was it? They were fighting at a fundraiser or something.
Mhm.
There was a bunch
And
of I remember they both got
yeah,
into a fight.
yeah, and then they broke into a fight, and then after the fight, the dude and he was drunk. The dude grabbed the producer's butt or balls or whatever the case may
Mhm.
be. Right? You ain't see that?
I
Yo,
think
it was a reunion.
I think that one I think it
Yo,
was the butt, because I did see
it
clips
was a
and
butt,
pieces. I've
right?
seen clips and
So
pieces
I'm
that
like,
was the butt.
mind you, his wife is pregnant with his child,
Mhm.
and you over there like he has a cup in his hand. He's like, ooh, ooh. I'm like,
You see what I'm saying?
I swear. And the thing is, and I feel, and this is not just on this season. It's been multiple seasons where
It's
the cast
questionable.
members really it's questionable. And even in my speculation, like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, and the thing is, it's like he sees nothing wrong with it, bro. Like nothing. And then the
Like,
wife is just sitting there, like the wife is just sitting there, like, oh, he's just having fun. What is that? With your
I'm
child.
telling you, like
Nah.
I'm telling you, there are people who are legit 100%. Like they
Nah,
know that
I'm
they're
not with
straight, but they would
that.
just sit over here and do these random
I ain't
things.
with that.
And
I'll
it's
knock you
like,
the hell out.
No, okay.
No, because literally, I'm sitting there. Because at first, like, I'm not really, I don't really watch TV like that. But when you go on Instagram, they show you like a little preview of the
mm,
next episode or whatever. So I'm watching, I'm reading the caption. I'm like, what? And then you over there defending your husband, like, no, sis, no,
It don't look like he even like you like that.
right? You not
Wow,
even
this
what?
is
Not he
interested.
don't
the
even
no,
like
I'm
You
you.
just
lagging. Why am I lagging?
Not even that he even like you.
I am
right.
lagging. Why am I lagging? All right.
Lagging?
So anyway, like if I'm lagging, bear with me. I'm on my laptop. My laptop is really, really old. It's like 5, 6 years
Ancient
old.
history.
We
Yes,
don't
it's
care how
really.
old it is, Juwan.
I'm surprised that this thing is still working. Thank you so much, laptop, Loretta. So we're gonna move right along to our next topic.
Oh! Nah, just keep on, keep on, keep on.
Did I not get to your opinion?
You didn't, but keep on, because you don't got time for it. Keep on, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. Keep going.
Wait, we still on the second topic?
Yeah, we were still on the second topic. That's
You
why I was like,
spoke,
no, but go
Joseph.
ahead, Joseph,
Oh,
go ahead.
I interjected with time. I was waiting for my turn the whole
Joseph,
time.
go ahead, real quick, go ahead.
No, I don't. I lost it, bro.
You sure? All right. I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna document. I'm gonna write y'all initials so that way I know who went. But this goes on to the next topic. Actually, Joseph, this still ties in to the same thing.
I'm gonna get into it.
Does clothing or mannerisms or actions dictate your sexual orientation?
No, you know why?
Oh,
This man Prince. Prince was wearing makeup,
Facts.
lipstick, heels, purple clothing, and apparently purple is a girl color. I didn't know that's my favorite color.
rain,
Homie,
rain,
you could have. Huh? What?
purple rain.
That's my
Purple
favorite.
rain. You would have sworn this man was playing for the other team, but no. He had hoes on top of hoes on top of hoes on top of hoes on top of hoes. So no, the way you dress doesn't matter. Me personally, I don't want to wear no dress. I don't want to wear dress as a female. But there could be men who cross dress. They can do drag racing, RuPaul, all that stuff. Go home to their beautiful wife and children, kiss them, his wife, all that stuff. Doesn't matter. You can wear what you want to wear. You can talk how you want to talk. Doesn't matter. If you know you're straight, that's it. That's it. If you know you're gay, that's it. That's all that matters. What outside shit doesn't dictate who you are inside. That's all. That's my point. I don't got anything else.
Thank you, Joseph. That is literally 100. Hold on, before we get to the next person, Joseph, that is literally what I've been trying to preach to everybody, but everybody has been down my throat. I know I'm lagging right now, hard body, but I've been trying to preach this to the streets because there's literally there's no way to tell somebody's sexual orientation just by off of a vision. But Adeline, do you remember when we was in junior high school and it was the English teacher? I forgot her name, but remember when she told us about her best friend's husband who did the cross, like he dressed up in drag and they went home to his family?
Wow, see?
Do you remember that story?
What grade we were in?
We was either in 7th or 8th grade, but I forgot her name. She was like the beige. She had the red.
Oh, we was in 8th grade.
Yeah, it was in 8th grade.
The chubby one, the chubby white lady.
Yes, yes, her.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes. So legit, like I remember that story to the teeth when she said that. I forgot how it even came up, but she legit was like, "Yeah, I have my friend's husband dresses up in drag and he does it for money and he comes back home to the wife and kids." And
I hated that bitch.
Wow, nah, I hated that bitch.
I almost did not graduate 8th grade because of her.
Oh my God.
I swear to God. I swear to God, I want to find the car she drives in every morning and slash her tires.
Wait, Juwan, can I just
bro?
Go ahead, Joseph. What happened?
Bro.
I'm Never mind, never mind.
No, go
I
ahead.
was gonna sneak back to the other topic. I want it kind of, but connected to this topic. I feel like why black men in the entertainment industry are considered gay. I'm gonna say specifically like acting wise is I think personally it's how black people react to them. Because like you said, white men be doing these roles and stuff like that, and no one be saying a damn thing. But let a black man do something like that, it's black people. I'm not saying I love my people, but it's the crabs in the barrel mentality. You know, they see acting in the arts isn't considered a masculine thing. It's more feminine, creative. Even though that doesn't, it's not true at all. I think that's personally, and to connect it to this, it's outside people, not just specifically black people. It's how outside people view people, and then how society views people, and the mentality becomes a whole thing, and that's the group mentality. It's not, doesn't matter. You can wear whatever you want. You can wear whatever you want to wear. Talk to whoever you want. Talk however you want to talk to. Do whatever you want to do. Are you gay? Are you straight? Do you know that? That's all that matters. But now I'll go back to everyone else.
Because I just get so sick and tired of it, because when you false label somebody, that definitely does ruin their reputation.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So no matter how accepted the LGBT community is, that's fine for them. But what I'm trying to say is that when you false label somebody, so Ty, if I was to sit over and say that you're a lesbian, that title's going to be on you. And you know that you're not a lesbian. You know what I'm trying to say? So
lesbians love me though.
They do, but straight men do too. Nah, but like, but what it is more so like
but
that
can, when you ask a guy if he's gay,
lesbian love me too.
Girl, she's lesbian. A guy be like, nah, I ain't gay.
Yeah,
Girl,
I'm
not lesbian. I'm not lesbian. You know,
First
I'm
of
right, the
all,
smiles, yo. I'm not
Right.
lesbian. Like, what are you talking
Like,
about? No.
I be
A
just
guy-
saying, I'm like, hey, it was
I mean,
one
I
day.
ain't gonna lie. I've had men compliment me, and I'm like, hey man, listen,
Listen, I get complimented
Listen.
by everybody,
Listen,
right?
man,
Especially because
It was
I don't sling that way,
right?
but thank you. Thank you.
It was one day.
Listen.
It was one day, right? My ex, right? My ex. He sit there. He was like, he's working and stuff, and then some gay guy comes in and try to flirt with him, and then he was like, "Oh, he was like, I'm working right now, but I'm not gay, sir. Like, I feel uncomfortable." And then he told me this. I was like, "Well, you do be wearing those tight pants, so
I'm
it does make."
dead. Don't let the tight pants.
I was like, you do. I was like, you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm with you, but before I probably thought you was, you was there. I don't have no problem with that.
But see the
But,
thing.
but,
Yo.
to be honest with you, I said that like before, like I was like, I'm with you, but are you with me? Like, okay, so I don't got no problem. Just let me know. I keep your secret on the down low. We can make it till we make it.
I'm with you, but are you with me?
Okay.
That's so funny. That is a hashtag. That's the hashtag for the best tonight. This episode.
But you know how like guy friends they joke around in gay ways with their guy friends, and they're completely heterosexual, but that's how they play around. I ain't gonna lie. Don't let this get out there at work. Me and my coworkers, there's some flamboyant shit being said, but everyone there is straight, so it's like everyone knows that. It's just like we're just joking around. It's fun.
See, but the thing is, Joseph, right? Okay, so I'm gonna come to you, Joseph. Let me just write this down. Hold on. Joseph, and then Ty, we're gonna get into your opinion next. But Adeline, my thing is that do clothes for you define somebody's sexual orientation?
To be honest, like it depends what you got on though, right? As a man, like I don't want to a lot of sensitive generations out here. I don't want to say the wrong fucking thing.
Don't say the wrong thing, please.
Right, but it's just like yes, it does, because I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to be careful.
Just say it. Fuck it. Just say it.
Yeah, because I'm going.
You got the whole team.
Right, I'm going to be a millionaire one day, and then next thing you know, TheMesh.
If you want to be a millionaire,
you do what Kevin Hart do. You do what Kevin Hart did. I apologize. That was me back in the day. I did not mean it.
If I said it, I said it. Like, I'm not going back.
I said, yeah, like, on it, like Bootsy.
Right.
That's it. And he still got money coming in.
Exactly.
But okay, so basically, it really does depend what you have on though, because to be honest, it's like like if you have something like it doesn't matter if you're straight or gay, but if you have one, right? If you have one, if I go out with you and you're like, hey babe, I just put on this new chapstick, right? How does it make my lips look? I'm gonna think like you have a clear chapstick, right? And you come out with a ruby red, right? Nice bright ruby red, like hey, does it make my lips look bigger? I'm gonna be like,
No,
what?
no, I don't.
Not the ruby
Like,
red
I don't think
lipstick
that
though.
come on. I don't think that
Tastes
anybody
good.
fucking say that.
Right.
Like,
So I'm gonna be
I
like,
don't care what the
so
fuck everybody else outside doing, but when you come in this
right.
house, take
You
that
better
shit
pay
the
that
fuck
shit.
off.
It better be clear.
Wow.
It better be clear.
It better be a
Son,
Carmex or a
so
Blistex. I don't want to see
right.
nothing
So
liquid.
if you sitting here talking about does this make my lips look juicy and red, I'm gonna be like, why do you want your lips to be juicy, pink, pinkish, reddish ruby? Like I don't get it. So and it's gonna make me question like you got a ruby red chapstick on and it's not even it's tinted. You know how with the girls like we wear lip gloss is tinted, and it is like permanent tinted. I don't got no ruby on, so they go like, "Who did you kiss before you walked into this door?" Like I'm gonna speculate. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Wait, y'all,
I
Who
don't
did
care.
you want
know
put it
who
on
lip gloss
chapstick?
this is? That's my
'cause my
ruby
lips was
red.
dry.
That is my ruby red.
I'm dead.
That's
Not my
red.
ruby
That's my
red.
ruby red one. No, put it back.
Right?
Then,
Yo,
all right.
he's like, babe, it makes my lips look, it make my lips so soft. You have something that's clear, right? Use Vaseline.
Yo, all right, and then Joseph, to go back to what you was talking about with the jokes, right? Now you said a very strong, powerful statement, which was
What else?
that there's a lot of straight, actually probably every straight man does do whatever
Gay
the
shit, bro. 100%, bro.
right. And they know solid hard body that they like women. That is just one thing that y'all can get along with. Now, where I think people cross lines is that if there was somebody who was actually gay doing that,
Yeah, nah,
right,
see, yo.
then there's a line that's crossed. But
Yeah,
what
because you're
if
making
it's
now.
but what if it
Here,
but wait, what if that gay person is not even interested? They just want to do the same exact thing that you do with your brother.
okay, but I'm gonna add to that. There was one time there was a gay man there working there, and we were making jokes with him too, bro. But like sometimes I'm like, I was like, all right, back up a little bit. I'm just making a joke. I ain't, that's cool, but I was being funny. I don't know what you doing.
Say the butt joke.
That's cool.
How that funny.
Say the butt joke.
I was cool.
Say that one again. I'll say it.
I fucked with him, bro. He respected it, bro. That was the joke. It was the game, bro. It was all love.
But
We all knew who we were inside. But I think that's the thing. Is cool. That's all that matters. If you know who you are, it doesn't even matter what they say. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say. That's it. That's it, bro. And then fuck the reputation shit. I forget the reputation. Like someone can say, "Oh yeah, Ty lesbian. She like eating pussy on that shit." Okay, and what?
I have a problem with lesbians.
I was just using that as an example. But like, so what that people think that. You know what I mean? They think that. That's fine. Is it true?
To be honest with you, I agree with you to a certain extent because some people, like you could say no, I'm not, and they take it into like the wrong way, like you have a problem with it. Like no, I'm just not. I just don't go that way.
See, I don't. That's where I don't care about sensitivity, bro. If I say I'm not gay and I'm uncomfortable with gay shit, don't do gay shit to me.
It depends though, because it's like it depends though, because it depends on how well known you are in the industry. Because some people even directors or whoever cast you, they some of them really be looking at these media things thinking it's real. Especially if you don't come out and say, "Hey, I'm not," like, and then you just leave it alone.
I personally don't think you need to tell people your sexuality at all.
Thank
I don't think you need to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
This is not a job interview. Okay, that shouldn't. First of all, I'm gonna just say this real quick, and then we're gonna get into Ty's theme. I feel like the LGBTQ community, right, wants to be accepted, right? My thing is this:
they are like I accept you. Hey, how you doing?
They are, but listen,
what's up?
My thing is the reason why I say want to be accepted is because sometimes they take 5 steps forward and then 10 steps back.
Senta, exactly.
So it's just like you sit there and you say that, hey, orientation don't matter, da da da. Then why is that the first thing that needs to be on your list? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that y'all
Right.
are guessing or trying to assume somebody's sexual orientation? Listen, if you're an orientation shouldn't matter. You know, you're the person. That's what y'all preach, right? So if you
Right.
preach that, then stick to that. That doesn't need to be
Right.
something that needs to be said. Ty, I don't care what you. She's not a lesbian. Okay, I'm just using her as an example.
Yo.
Right? I'm just using her as an example.
Yo,
Okay.
the lesbians gonna be in my DM. They're like, yeah.
I'm just
I don't
using
like
her as
why
an
they keep calling you a
example.
lesbian if you're not a lesbian. Like,
Facts. They gonna be they're like, Ty, are you sure? Like, you want me to take you on a date to really
let me take
interview
you out.
Let me take you out to see. Like, what do you like to eat?
Right.
Dead.
She's not a lesbian at all. I'm just using her as an example. All right. Uh, you know, I meet Ty, we have a conversation, we hit it off. And if she wants to admit to me what she likes, then she will admit that to me when she feels like she wants to. That's
Ready.
not something that she has to sit over here and tell me firsthand. You want to know what's something that you got to tell me firsthand? What that credit score looking like?
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Why-
you do.
why you
You want to know
business?
Yes,
why?
you do.
Just
You-
if
you
you
wanna
said
know
that
you
a little
do.
bit too
No, you
hard,
don't.
I'm gonna
like,
tell you.
Okay, I actually do. You
Nah,
kind of do.
stop it.
Kind of do.
Pause.
Kind of do.
Pause.
I ain't gonna lie. You kind of do.
Pause.
Kind of do. But you don't.
said
But you
a
kind of do.
little
Stop
too
it.
hard,
Stop it.
like-
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Hold the hell up. Yes, you do. Yes,
No,
you
you
do. Because
He
yes,
said, no, you don't.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Why?
Yes,
Why?
you do.
Why you need to
You
I'ma
getting
tell
married
you
and you
something.
like if you gonna get a
I'ma tell you
relationship,
something
yeah.
right
But you
now.
just messing around.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If we're dating, this is off topic, whatever. But if we're dating and I feel like I could start a future with you, your future depends on that score. If your
Mhm.
score is below a 600, bro, you are not getting this anymore, bro.
I'm
You
dead.
like, I'm telling
Who's
you
getting
now,
it?
literally, like people don't really talk about this, but credit gets you everywhere, bro. Like if you don't have credit, like you ain't getting through the door. So if you fine and you got money and you don't got credit, I'm not messing with you because you don't got credit, bro. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't got no goddamn credit, I can't bank with you.
Can't bank with
Like,
me.
A lot of
literally.
people can't sit over here and buy things outright. But go
Right.
ahead, Tabi.
Oh, we still talk about the topic, but
Yeah, we still
orientation.
we still talk about
Okay, so like everybody said, I'm just gonna say it like this to be on the safe side. Clothes does not define your sexual preference or orientation. But if you fucking with me, you can have you. But if you fucking
Wait,
with
so wait, time out. So wait, so y'all wouldn't date a cross just at all? Like he's tall, he got money, he got good credit, he got the car, he got the house, he got everything. He's like, yo, listen, baby.
Cross dresser,
Say something.
like an
Listen,
actor.
listen,
Wait,
listen,
wait. An actor. An actor.
Yes. He's gonna go like, listen.
Wait.
I'm part of RuPaul's Drag Race. Just as a woman
No.
get money. No. This man is rich.
Joseph is really hung up on this.
No.
Oh.
What?
You see, this is what
No.
this is what my
So
activated
we're
do.
not. Let me tell you something now. Right? What does Ty just say? No. Like if you messing with me, ain't the only dress is gonna be worn is for me.
Okay,
I'm the only one that's gonna be with the dress.
And
Are
this
you
is why
crazy?
I don't wear dresses at all.
That's you.
Yo, I'm
But
crying.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's okay, do you? But when you messing with me and Todd, boo boo, you ain't wearing no dress.
Wow.
Okay.
Listen, all right, all
I
right,
don't
all
want
right.
no
So
panties. I don't want no surprises. Come with socks and jeans, a shirt and some drawers, and that's it. Okay.
I don't
Hey.
want to listen. I don't want to hear nothing about this girdle is just for me to hit my stomach up. Why you got a girdle?
Really do that? Be
All right,
wearing girdles. Y'all see
wait,
girlfriends?
Girl,
Get
hit my
white
stomach
ass
up.
all right. So I do wanna let the people know that we are definitely not, we're not making fun of nobody.
Yeah, no, of course not.
No, we're not.
Right,
We're having a good
we all about
time
to
with
be
a conversation.
millionaires up in here. We don't want no lawsuits.
Right.
Exactly.
Shoot, we love everybody. We support everybody for what they are and what they do and what they dress as. We are just having a good time with this. Not the first time we had good times on the mesh before, but this is probably one of the funnest episodes that I definitely had recording. I just want to get into this final and last topic real quick. While I have everybody, this is something that a guest did send in to me. And it's how do men deal with toxic masculinity and how do women contribute to it? And this actually ties very much well into what we were just talking about.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what's the most toxic thing a man can do is blame other people for his behavior. That's it. I don't care what she did. She cheated on you. She stole your money. She beat on you. Whatever. That's what she did. What are you gonna do? You gonna be an asshole? That's on you then. That's it. That's my definition of toxic masculinity is just niggas, men being assholes. You know what I mean, Bo? But like, that's it. Like, I don't even know how women contribute to it because you can't. They're women. It's not called toxic women.
We gonna ask these ladies right here how they
Yeah,
but how do they feel like women contribute to toxic masculinity? But let me give my take on it real quick fast. I definitely, for me, I could only talk for myself. I don't feel like I am toxic masculinity. I don't feel like that's something that ever comes across my behavior. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly who I am, how I need to act. And I don't feel no type of way if I realize a female is making more than me or whatever the case may be. That doesn't bother me. You know, I don't feel like I need to be on top of somebody or have some sort of type of control just because I'm a man. I want the control because I want the control, but not as because, you know what I'm saying, I got, something between my legs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just know that, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes down to men and toxic masculinity, I feel like they have some sort of insecurity within themselves and they feel like they have this power just because they were born as a male. And it's like what we was talking about earlier when we was talking about when Joseph brought up the whole slaves, slave mentality, back in the day, to now it's kind of like you kind of throw this same cycle, and like I said, things are always changing constantly. So that same cycle that may have worked back in 1692 may not work in 2021. Actually, it's not going to work in 2021. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Not even me. It's not. But we're going to go on. Ty be knowing what's going on.
Okay. What to pick you back off of what Joseph said. I think that when the toxic masculinity part is when men can't take accountability for the pain or damage that they have caused or contributed in a relationship. If you a dude and you don't fuck with bitches because you got hurt when you was in the 6th grade, it's time to let it the fuck go, okay? Because I'm really like shit like that. That take accountability and move the fuck on. It's stuff like that. When it comes to women enabling it is when dudes constantly cheat and then women constantly take them back and he's not getting reprimanded for the consequences of the shit that he did. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's when we start to enable that behavior, and then we start to make excuses for why he's doing this, or because he never got love at home, or because I never called him enough. No, that has nothing to do with you. Once you start making excuses for a guy, that's when you start enabling. Mm-hmm. But with men and their toxic behaviors, it starts to take accountability for the shit that they do.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Oh, wait, before I go to you, Miss Lise, do you think that you contribute to toxic masculinity with the men?
What? Me?
No, not you. No, Ty.
Oh.
Yeah, you. I'm gonna ask you the same question, but go ahead. Yeah, you.
You said, do I contribute? Hell no.
Do you feel like you contribute?
That shit the fuck back. You feel me?
I'm dead.
Ty said she lets them know. So any dude out there that one time and just know, she's gonna let you know if you're definitely doing her wrong.
Yeah, and I'm not funny shit neither.
Go ahead, Miss Lise.
All right, so I want you to be more in depth with the question. Like, I want you to ask me the question one more time, but I want to understand it more before I answer.
All right. So basically, how do you think? Because you're not a man. So how do you think that men deal with toxic masculinity? And for you specifically, I want to know, like, do you think that something such as toxic masculinity even exists? And how do you think that women kind of enable, like what Ty said, to the toxic masculinity?
So when you say toxic masculinity, you mean like men that like abuse their power?
It's whatever you define toxic masculinity to be. Because I can sit over
Okay,
and say this definition for me, but it may be different for you.
so when I hear about toxic masculinity, is a man that abuses their power.
Mm.
So yes, everybody has power, but you know, in the world we live in, men, whatever the case. But as a man, like what Joseph said and what Ty said, you are responsible for what you do. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who hurt you in the past, because let me tell you something. As a child, your parents controls your life. As an adult, you control your life. So you have to know how to accept the changes that's going on in your life and accept the hurt. And whatever's hurting you inside, because let me tell you something. For a person to be toxic is what happened in the past. But then also you have to understand, you have to not just accept it, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Acknowledge.
Not accept it, not acknowledge it, but so what I'm looking for. But just, I can't say move past it, but just not accept it, whatever. But basically,
kind of like being at peace with it, like
accepting it, being at peace with it, and just like not grieving on it. Like, okay, it happened, but what are you gonna do to get help? What are you gonna do to move on, to be more, affectionate and more loving? Because in order for you to stick to that toxicity, that means you haven't loved yourself and found yourself yet. So, and you cannot rely on anybody to do that for you but yourself, because only you know what you've been through. Because nobody could read your mind. And when it comes for women to play their role, like I don't understand that question. Like,
it's do women contribute to the toxic masculinity? So do women kind of contribute to, like what you were just saying, the abuse of power that comes from men? Do women contribute to the insecurities that men portray or show? Do women contribute or enable certain behaviors that they should?
I mean, to be honest, it's basically, some of them do have responsibilities, because sometimes, as like what Ty said, it's like women are so, we have that loving spirit, like, oh, a man is gonna be a man and we should accept whatever flaws that come with it. No, bitch, man the fuck up and sit your ass down and understand that not everything that nigga that man does is accepted. So it's like, you can't let him just play a role and be like, oh, he's just, he's just going through a phase. Nah, bitch, he ain't going through no motherfucking phase. When he was, going through those girls' vaginas each and every night, and it wasn't yours, and it wasn't yours. All right. Like, what you gonna say? Oh, hey, babe, I just made you a home cooked meal after you just ran through vaginas all night. Like, no.
we talk about why do we think like women defend men who do this, or like,
because the thing is because you know why? Some women feel like they could change men. If you have not heard this before, all right? If you have not heard this before, ladies, you cannot. You are not God. You are not Father Peter. You can't. No, you cannot change anybody that does not want to change for themselves. So when women accept that, they're like, oh, that's my forever man. We've been through ups and downs. Just because you've been through ups and downs doesn't mean you can stay. And that's the same thing Ty just said. The more you accept his flaws and you think that he's not going to change because you keep accepting it. Because he's going to think that, oh, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to just go and run back and she's going to have the doors open for me. Nah, bro. It has to be, the toxicity comes within one, right? You control your toxicity. And if the person's accepting that toxicity from you, that person is also a toxic person, because she thinks that she can change you or he can change you. No, that's not, no.
Right.
So when it comes to
Todd? Were you done?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Why you think so, Todd?
Yeah, you talking to me?
Yeah. That was the question for both of y'all.
Wait, why
do we feel like women defend men who have toxic behavior, who cheat, who all that?
A lot of the time, a lot of women don't have fathers in their lives. A lot of, just because you have a father archetype in your house, just because you have both parents in your house doesn't mean that they're great parents either. So a lot of us are misguided, and a lot of the times we search outward to find love. So if a man sees that a woman is being nurturing and she's being patient and tolerant, especially of the bullshit that he does, in end, she's hoping that he will see that she's a good woman. But that's not how you find validation. You can't do that. That don't make no sense, because it's like you're killing yourself, and by the time you ready to go, you already done fucked up. You're damaged as fuck, and now you're damaged goods, and now you're moving on for another man to repeat the same cycle. So it's like y'all
Let
killing
me
each other.
can I say
So
something? Can I wait? Can I say something?
so
You
after you, that's it.
all right. So let me say something. Literally, I hate when girls say that shit. I didn't have a father role, and I can't. Nah, bitch, it's okay. You ain't have a daddy. We get that, but that doesn't mean you should be accepting to be getting beaten and getting accepted to be abused verbally. Nah, like I hate to be honest with you. I don't care if people come for me just because just because you didn't have a father in your motherfucking life. That means a nigga gotta beat your ass to get your ass up. I don't understand. Like people will understand. Like you're not 16, you're not 17. You're grown ass women. All right, you know right from wrong. You know what a man should do to you, and what a man should not do to you. Just because you didn't have a legal guardian in your motherfucking life doesn't mean that you should accept any other man that comes in your life trying to control and try to be toxic. But ladies, I keep using that excuse. Shut the fuck up. All right, grow up and read a motherfucking book. Now I hate that shit. I hate that
So
shit. Do self development. YouTube that shit. Heal. Because I hate when girls just say that. Well, my daddy wasn't here. My daddy was locked up, and he did so and so, and that's why I can't really find a man. No, bitch, you can't find a man because you can't find a man.
Right.
But that's
all
it.
right. So with that being said, it's ladies, gents, whoever you are, whatever you are out there, please don't go for what your past has given you. You are able to create a new future for yourself. So you don't deserve, nor do you need to continue to portray what your past experiences is into your future experiences. So with
Right.
that being said, you already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian Prince slash King. And to the left of me, I have Mr. Rusty Knight.
You know what it is? It's your boy. I got fired. I'm back now. I'm still waiting for them checks. Please message you on. Tell him to pay us. We are not getting paid. Thank you. Till the next time, B.
It's my birthday weekend. I don't know about that. Then underneath him, we have Miss Tabino in three.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Hey, that's my outro. Follow me on Instagram, y'all, at Tabino in number 3. And follow my YouTube, my YouTube at Simply Ty. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
Then to the left of her, sorry, I'm slurring. I'm listening. I'm sipping. I'm drinking and shit. I'm late. But to the left of her, we got Miss Adeline Lease.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got down to the nitty gritty, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure leave some comments below on topics that you want us to talk about. So
Please.
yeah,
Oh, this episode, real quick. This episode may come a little late. It may come on Tuesday because this is my birthday weekend, so it won't be released this weekend.
have
I'm
fun, boo.
dead.
Have
Okay, you
fun.
Yes,
know,
turn
I
up,
got a
turn
lot
up.
that I'm. Okay,
Turn
thank you
up.
so much, y'all. And we are the